Okay, so good evening, everyone, and we're back. We are here at home, and this is episode 6 of our live stream. So for today, it's me and Leah, and Thor will be.
And I will be in.
Yeah, it's
I'll
all
be
three of
in
us.
another case. I'm maybe
The
sick.
same.
So for the topic for today is about friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and the main question for this session will be: is it harder to maintain friendship in Thailand than in Western cultures?
It's so interesting. Should we start now?
Yes.
I think we should start off.
So how about we start?
Yes?
So how about how we become friends?
Oh, what he said, want to start with how we become friends?
You mean
Like in general, or
us
Us
three
three,
or
us three.
like I think his connection is a little bit.
Uh,
It's okay.
about us three.
Ah, I can answer that.
all right?
So I think it's not. I wouldn't say it's like it's not something that we want from the start. I guess this friendship it bonded over like the group work that we have to do, like this stream. So because of that we get to know each other more, and yeah, we got to meet often and work together and stuff like that. So like there's so many ways that friendship can bond, and this is one of the way. It's like through work and stuff like that. It's not on our own will, but not to say that we don't want to be friends.
Yeah.
Do you guys agree with me, or do you have different opinion?
Pretty much.
I mean,
I agree.
Okay.
yeah, I also agree, and this is actually something that we will talk about later on also, where friendship in Thailand is more context based
Okay.
usually.
Okay.
Okay, well, you guys ever experience like your friendship fading even though like nothing went wrong? I mean, like, is this something common, or is it like,
Very relatable.
for me, this statement is less relatable because like most of my friend groups, like I don't need to maintain it as much. Like I can leave them, I don't have to message them like for like 2-3 years and they will still consider me a friend. But maybe that's just like depends on the friend group.
I think it depends on individual, like how do we see friendships and stuff like that. Some line it like
I agree with
constant.
this as well.
And would you consider that like still friendships if you don't message them for like 3 years, 5 years?
To me, from what
Yeah.
I mean, if like okay, for me personally, I might have a little bit different opinion. If it's like if we gone like okay, let's say if it's like let's take me as an example. So right now I'm in Thailand studying, right? So all my friends, all my close friends from Cambodia, we barely see each other. But at least maybe once a month or like once every few months, we would talk about our life, how it's going and stuff like that. Or at least text like happy birthday wish. So, but if it's like gone like 1 or 2 years without talking at all, if my friend do that to me, I would consider that ghosting and like them disrespect me as their friend. So I wouldn't say that we're friends anymore. Like without any communication at all for this long, I no
Yeah,
longer
actually, I
consider
forgot
us
to
as
think
friends.
about that. I mean, not like complete silence from my part. It's like I still wish them happy birthday and stuff.
If it's
Yeah.
something like that, I would agree because I actually have that kind of friendship where we don't need to like talk every day in order to maintain our
So for me,
friendships.
like I know my friends from like primary school have lost connection for like multiple years, and there is a like alumni, and we still like able to get connected again. But well, it's like meeting the person again under like because like people like grow after like a long time without meeting each other.
Yeah. Like I agree. Like after my graduation, I see my high school friends like so little these days.
Understandable.
And moving on, like, why uh, do you guys think there's a difference between feeling included but not being close in a friend group? Or does that usually come together? What do you think? Because for me, um, someone could feel included but not necessarily like feel close.
So for me, right, from my experience, right now I would say I would say like I really agree with this one. You can feel included with like within friend groups and stuff like that, but still not close, like maybe to some of them but not all of them. I think this is very normal in Thai friend circles, where it's like different from what I used to experience in the past. From the past, all the friendship I had, if we were to be in like friend groups, we are all close together. Like there's no like level of closeness. Oh, I like this person more, that person more. I don't like them that much, but since we are in the same friend group, maybe I should try to compromise. There's nothing like that. Everything is clear. If there's something we would like talk about. So it's something that I feel kind a little bit of a culture shock to me when I first came. Yeah.
Like in my own experience for about this particular um, example, right? I think there are certainly, I mean, what I've experienced, right? There are certainly like people that are closer with the group more than another person would be, even though they're in the same like area. So let's take school for example. Like the friend group could be like the whole class, but there will be like subgroups. So
Oh.
and then like there'll be subgroups coming out from that in my experience.
Mm.
But overall, we can still hang out, but it's not like permanently like let's go together everyone all the time.
You
From
want
my
to say
experience,
something,
it's
Tom?
also similar to ballet.
So your name is Ballet, not Bali.
Oh, yeah, you can call it ballet or Bali is okay.
Wait, is that it, Tom?
I think he's
I
frozen.
lost connection a bit.
It's
Okay, well, while waiting for him,
I think he hasn't done talking yet. Can you talk again? His mic.
I have lost. I lost connection and
Right now we can hear you.
is it back? I don't know.
You can talk.
he's not here with us anymore.
I think we can continue.
We'll continue a little bit forward and then we'll move back to until he comes back.
So from what you said earlier, there's something that I want to add on. I actually understand what you mean, because I think a lot of people that I know here, they really value like connections, communication a lot. So they would want to make like new friends and stuff like that. Just the thing that you were mentioning, like subgroups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't like that kind of friendships, because I feel like doing that makes us lose the quality of being friends like with individually. Let's say if we are already in a friend group, maybe I mean like there's nothing wrong with making other friends, but to do that to that extent, for me personally, I wouldn't do it at all. I find that to be like, oh, I will see that person as you only want quantity instead of quality. For me, I prefer quality than anything. So, and I don't think it's respectful to do that at all, especially toward your friends.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you're not sincere with that friendship.
yeah, but usually when a subgroup forms or something like that, right? It's usually not like by their own decision purely. I mean, like it's more about the experience. So maybe you spend more time with this person and you feel closer to this person. It's more like that. It's not like a conscious like I want this person more. It's not like, usually it's subconscious in my experience. But when it's long enough, then like you realize like, oh, okay, so there are subgroups here. Like everyone
okay.
will notice.
And understand what you mean.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. What were you gonna
So
add to
where
that?
are we now? I
Same
think I
topic.
might have same topic. Okay. So like for my experience, I in like from what I heard before, like when there is a in a classroom there maybe small groups forming from like a similar interests, and even still everyone is so-called friends, but there are like groups that are closer together. This is one that uh, I experienced as well.
Yeah. So I guess it's just more normal here than in Cambodia. And another question for you guys: do you think it's easier to build friendship or to maintain a friendship?
Both are hard on their own, but I would say keeping them is more difficult. Maybe like let's say if like we all start from zero, like all of us, maybe it's easier to like go talk to like new people and like form friend groups and stuff.
Yeah.
But to keep them for long with the same amount of people, it's very difficult, especially when we have like different perspective, idea, and we just know each other. So there could be high possibility that for us to take a long time to open up or like be honest with one another.
Yeah, I agree with you because friendship, like at least like in Thailand, right? It takes a lot of time in my experience. Or maybe it's just the way I make friends. Because like I've seen in other cultures where they can just like meet for a day and then hang out for like the next week, right? But for me, it's like you have to go through some stages which are still like not clearly defined in my head, but I will feel it, you know. So yeah, it's hard for me. It's harder to maintain a
So
friendship.
from from my experience, I feel like making friendship is harder for me because I'm not that much of a talker, and sometimes I just get forgotten when a big group is formed. So if one that I like able to like maintain, it will stay like that for a long time or maybe forever. But if I'm unable to like form a friendship, then I will just be forgotten and I just go to another one.
Okay, should we move on to another subtopic?
Yes. Well, we can move on to like the first impressions of friendship, where in Thailand and in Western countries, like, do you guys notice how like in Thai culture we emphasize a lot of social harmony, and like there is a level of politeness that is expected in like public in general, right? So you're less likely to like talk directly or like shouting to people from across the street. Well, it depends on who you are, I guess. But
in general.
in general, like Thai people are mostly easy to talk to, but it's just like surface level. Do you agree?
After been here for over a year, I really agree with this one. I find a lot of them, most of the time, they would try to be nice and to avoid confrontation. So they wouldn't tell you how you feel. So that kind of make me want to be reserved as them as well. Although most of the time I try to be as direct as I can, but in a polite way, of course.
So you prefer to be direct rather than reserved?
To be honest, like if it's something that could concern both sides, I would want to be more direct than keeping it. I don't like that feeling of like, oh, so like you're just nice to one another on the surface, but inside you guys are like there's something going on between you both, but you wouldn't talk it out. That's so like might as well just talk it out. For me, I feel that way. So like if I reach
So
a
like
certain okay.
Oh, sorry, you can continue.
uh like I want to like ask a bit because like you said uh people are nice on the surface and there might be you said about when people are not confronting each other. I feel like being nice on the surface and not confronting might be a bit different because when it's not implied that when you are nice on the surface there's already trouble or like there's something that people don't disagree.
So you're saying like since there's nothing to disagree upon in the first place, it's okay to be surface level, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if that's the case, that's okay. But if the case that both of us have something that we kind of not agree on, or we have different opinion, and it's clearly bothering both of us, and we instead of talking it out, we just be like, oh, okay, there's nothing happened, like all good. I don't like that at all. I don't like that feeling. I prefer to be like honest and be polite as much as I can. Usually, I prefer to be honest, but I would find ways that don't affect their feeling.
I agree that if there is a problem, right, we should bring it up. But for me, my own approach, right, I will bring up a problem and then I just say like, but it's okay. Like that's just like that's just how I do it.
Understand. I think
Yeah.
not just you. I'm sure a lot of people can relate because they try to be direct, but while also like try to like protect other people feeling at the same time.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But if it's
part.
really not okay, then I won't say it's not okay. I'll say like, oh, I'll talk to them a little bit deeper. If it's like extremely serious, like if they killed someone and told me or something, I don't know.
No, actually, what I referred to earlier, I refer to like some serious stuff. It's if it's just like some trivial matters, then it doesn't matter that much. But if it's something that really bothering you, affect you like mentally and stuff like that, then you should talk it out.
Yeah, then I agree with you.
It doesn't need to be
I
everything.
agree with that as well. If something if there's something like negligible, I would just brush it off. But if something like it's quite major, yeah, that would be a point that we should like talk it out and maybe like resolve it.
All right. So, moving on, there is there seems to be a problem that in like for Thai friend groups, right? That they are like long term, so they're stuck, right? As in, it's harder to get into new circles. Like since friendship is already formed during like early stages of life or something like that, or from past experiences already.
Do you mean in the case if we are in the same like school or like same workplace and stuff like that?
Yes.
Because if it's like if we are in different place then it's okay, but it's more harder when you are at the same place and you already form a group. So it's of course hard to like form a new one.
Yeah, because I think since we already are so like close to
Understand.
the old one, it's like
Yeah.
we are more inclined to, oh, I should hang out with them rather than like, oh, I should find new friends. And like that means if someone wants to join, it's harder for them to like integrate unless if they are like common connection already.
To be honest, yeah, it's kind of difficult unless there's like any special case and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Like the special cases like
Yeah,
maybe yes.
quite agree with that as well. From my own experience, this is mostly like come from I don't have friend that much that is in like BBA, so it is quite hard at first to find a group and make friends with because like some many people are come together and it's hard to like to
That
introduce
the thing you
myself
said.
when everyone already know each other very well.
Yeah, that actually reminds me. Yeah, because before
Yes.
we enter into university, right? Some friends groups that are already from high school, they just stick together. And also the first thing that my senior, not really senior, but it's my cousin who was in university before. and I'm just coming in, right? And he's like, so he gave me a tip like, at orientation, you should find a friend group, or else it'll be hard to find another friend group if you wait for the semester to start. That's what he said. Yeah, so I think this is like a real thing that happens. Yeah, but for Western countries, right, they're more fluid and flexible. Like people can just like hop around different groups of people. Do you agree?
What is fluid?
Oh, like more versatile.
Do you have like any experience of this to tell about?
When I went out of Asia, well, not really a personal experience because I don't just go talk to Westerners on the street while I'm on vacation, right? Unless if I'm like asking for direction. Yeah, but I think taking experiences not from me but from elsewhere, like from online, maybe I see a lot of like people meeting one group and then they go to the next group in the same week, like many times. But usually these experiences I see from like influencers, so I'm not sure if it's like a common people kind of behavior or is it just because they're like a famous influencer or something.
Perhaps from people to people. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, just from my own observation, I think they have a lot of like groups that they hop around. It's not just like one single friend group that you like to go to always. Yeah. Yeah, so to summarize, like for Thailand, it's more difficult to enter a friend circle, but it might be easier to maintain than the Western ones.
Right. But actually, what I want to add up is that, from what Bale said earlier, is like if in the case that we are at the same school, in the same class, when we already form a group, of course it's harder to like go make new friends or accept new people. It's kind of difficult. But in terms of outside, I'm sure we can make like friends from other class or like from other maybe workplace or wherever that we can make, and we can form that friendship like also other friendships as well, as long as it's not within that area, you know.
Yeah.
What do you understand what I mean?
I understand what you mean, but so it's like depends on the mindset. Like if they don't want to make new friends, they'll just stick to the old one, and they won't invite anyone, right?
What I'm saying is that like, okay, let's say right now we already have friend groups in our class, let's say. It's the people that we always hang out with and spend a lot of time together, let's say, because we're in the same class. But also the friend that we made outside, we could also be friends with them. It's like another friend group, you know, like let's say just another person. We can go somewhere with them and we still maintain our like friend groups, but it doesn't need to be like get in the same groups, you know. I think that way it's very complicated and I don't like it, like most of the time. So I personally, even back at home, maybe I have like, actually I only have one main groups, but there's like other individual people that I know, right?
Yeah.
So I would go out with them sometime, and the other time I would go with my best friend group, and it doesn't need to be get mixed up together. I think that way it's like not so nice, and when you guys are together it's like you're the middle person, so you have to pay attention to both group, and it's kind of like mentally draining. So I think it's better like we can make new friends but just like spend different time with them. That's what I do, and I find it very balanced because
I like that method also, like that way, because that's the thing I do also.
and I thought that is a very normal thing. A lot of people do that, I think so. I'm not sure if in Thailand people do that, but that's what I've been doing.
For
I
me
did that
as
too.
well.
Our friends don't need to know our friends. It's
Yeah.
not necessary, and it's not that we don't want them to know each other. It's just that
It'll be hard.
yeah, it's not easy that way. But I mean, if we really need to, if there's some occasion and stuff like that, why not?
Yeah, and sometimes I think the personality of the friend, and if I want to invite them into the main group, it's gonna be a little hard because their personality is different.
Unless there's like, let's say, very big gathering occasions and stuff like that, then it's okay.
Yeah,
We
that's
can
okay.
Stuff like that. That's what I want to mention.
Okay, so we'll move on
I
to.
was about to say like I
Say
also want to say that I quite agree with the points that you two make as well. But my internet become like unstable during that time,
Oh,
and
oh,
yeah,
It's
you can just
okay.
move on to the next one.
okay.
Good.
So let's explore like the depth of the friendship. So like how deeply, how I mean like how much activity you spend in a friendship. So in Asia, I mean at least in Thailand, right? There are more frequent interaction like in a week, multiple times we could invite like a friend like, oh, wanna go eat together or wanna go walk at a mall or wanna go do something, right? And in Thailand, I think you need to do a lot of this to develop the
friendship.
Yeah, that's what I think because it takes more time.
Wow, you always talk about the topic that I have a lot to say about it. Like I kind of relate. So when I first come here, I mean like in Cambodia as well. I mean the teenagers and adults, we also do that. We would hang out with our friends group a lot. It's just that back in Cambodia, my friend groups were not like that kind of type. But we still see each other like every single day because because like we have class together from Monday to Sunday, like including extra class and stuff. So maybe once a month we would like go to cafe or see movie together and stuff like that. So we're like pretty close. After class we would go home straight away. We don't really like do anything like you guys do. Like you guys would go to eat lunch or go to cinema and stuff like that. But we are the type that when it's study day, it's study. After study, we go home. But when it's hang out, just hang out day. We go eat cafe, do everything, just have fun. And I would say that we don't even need to like interact that much in the phones and stuff like that. We are able to maintain the connection very great because even when I come here to study, it's been almost like 2 years. We don't even talk that much, and we still feel the same way from each other. And I think this can only happen because we value each other, one another in the friend group. We don't go around making like new friends, try to be one day try to be close with this person, another day with other. We don't really do that. We kind of respect each other, and if there's anything, we always like talk it out. So most of the time, so we can get really comfortable with one another. And even after like months of not seeing each other, I still feel the same way toward them.
Like for me, we in a friend group, right? For me, we don't have to go hang out outside that often. I mean, like we don't have to go do any of that at all. But I think if we're going from like this is just from my own thinking, like
Yeah.
if we're going from like just friends, like just friends, right, into like closer friends, we have to at least like hang out a little bit, right? Go eat or do something like that.
Wow.
For me,
Understandable.
Yeah.
But the case when I come to Thailand, I also kind of understand like Thai culture, the friendship culture. It would like they would hang out together in groups. They would go eat something after school. They would stay in school for a while before leaving and stuff like that. So I kind of understand that culture more. And I agree with the part that you have to hang out with them a lot in order to like get closer to them. So it's more like about proximity, which I sometimes, I mean like I'm really grateful for the friends that I have right now, but like sometimes I get overwhelmed when I think about that because like, oh, so if we're not close together physically, we might drift apart from each other slowly, right? I would ask myself that and stuff like that. So for me, I value comprehension more than proximity. I really don't want the kind of friendship that needs only proximity. If it's only like that, then I rather like not have that kind of friendships at all. Yeah.
From my experience, in my main friend group from high school, we have like 4 years to like build up our friendship, and for when I enter university, they are like in a different university entirely, so like the the frequency that I'm able to like go see them is like less than 5 times in these 2 years. So I'll say, but when the deepest part is we are able to when sometimes we meet there are like talks that come from like a genuine friendship, not like daily chit chats.
Okay.
But I say like frequency like plays a very high part in how fast you become friends and how deep you are.
True. I believe this.
Okay, so we have 5 more minutes. Let's move on
Yeah.
to
We are not even halfway, so
that's okay. That's good. So do you guys think that in Thailand social rules within a group, I mean social expectations are more implied than necessary than stated directly?
would you want to go first?
For me, I don't know if there is like a single like same expectation that everyone has in a friend group, but for me personally, I don't expect that much as long as they don't like disrespect me in general, right? Then otherwise we can still be okay, right?
What about you, Thor?
For me, like it would be like the expectation for like how I will behave in a group is it depends on how rough or how rough the people in the group are. If people are on the rougher side, I would be a bit more leaning toward that side, the to be like more in line with the group. If they are more like a more gentle side, I would just be less rough in general, and so like be able to like fit in with the group more than how I usually is.
I agree with that. Like you, like, cause I have to change how I act depending on
Pretty much that's it.
which one I'm hanging out with also sometimes. Do you think that's normal?
Yeah, it is very normal and very common.
But
Actually,
do you like
very
it?
normal. No, I don't.
Oh.
But no, I'm not saying that I don't like the person that do it because I myself also do it.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like it.
I mean, in an ideal scenario, like everyone just be themselves, right?
Again, please.
Like in an ideal scenario, like everyone can just
Yeah,
act
they can be
normal.
themselves,
Yeah.
but like also respect each other, like one another. You of course can be themselves, but to an extent where we all have respect for each other, I would appreciate that a lot. So for me, right, I think it's more implied rather than directly stated to us for the Thai friendship, like in the friend group expectation. But for me personally, from past experience, I was the kind of person that expected so much, and a lot of the time, it hurts me. So from the past experience, right now, I barely expect anything from my friend, even though we are so close with each other. I don't want myself to expect anything from them at all, because this is what I think, without expectation, there's like no disappointment. So let's say if I'm in a friend group, I mean, of course I love them in order for me to be in that friend groups. So if they are my friends, I would treat them nicely, kindly, but I don't need to expect them to treat me kind back. I treat them nice not because I want them to do the same thing to me. It's because I really see them as my friend. That's why I did that, and I don't expect anything from them. But if there's come to a point where I feel like I'm not worth here, I don't have any value here, I will live by myself.
Like
And I stop expecting.
about expectations, like for me, like in Thailand, we like, I mean, in my friend group, usually it's because of another set of cultural beliefs also. But for me, personally, like if I do something nice for a person, they can do something nice back. But it's not like they should, but it's just like even doesn't have to be equal also.
It's
just
totally
a little,
reasonable.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, if I think that way, nothing can hurt me. So I don't really expect anything.
How do you agree?
Maybe he have
I
different.
didn't hear much about it, much in the last few minutes. The internet just randomly just become a little bit like you know.
Okay,
it just
but you heard our discussion, right?
only a little bit on like the
It's
end
okay.
of it. So
Okay.
We'll take care of that.
It's like something I can fix right now. So maybe it's a technical problem I can do like fix right now. So maybe we just continue.
Okay, well, since we already talked a little bit about proximity and routine, I think we can, should we just conclude it?
Yeah, we can conclude it either like conclude it and then continue doing it next week, or just like conclude it.
Okay, well, for anyone who is listening to us, like,
I think no one's listening,
I mean,
but
they
it's
can watch
okay.
it later. It's okay.
It's okay.
So the friendship problems, like in Thailand and the Western part, doesn't necessarily revolve around like how friendly they are. So like, it doesn't mean that Thai people are more friendly or Westerners are more friendly or anything, but it just depends on the system of maintaining the relationship that each area uses. So usually, I think we have discussed. We have discussed everything we have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, our episode ends here. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we'll see you again next week on Wednesday, 6 p.m. as always, unless there's any changes.
Yes, we'll let you know. Maybe let's go.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Oh, bye bye.